Guys, Bitcoin is currently dropping. I've lost a long trade finally on Bitcoin. We had taken a little scalp trade yesterday on the Moon Show. I've taken it. We had seen some sort of a good bounce. However, it did not continue living for higher. Bitcoin suddenly, I say suddenly, but it dropped with the CME open with the expected time to move. Even though nobody could have guessed whether we're going up or down, you always want to anticipate a strong move happening with the CME slash Monday open, so that is why we always put a stop loss on the trade. No matter how confident you may seem to be on the trade, you have always to be securing the trades by putting a stop loss, and that is exactly why I'm talking about Bitcoin potentially even dropping some more. I would love to recap both longs that I've taken in the past couple of days, and also talk about the awful retest of the previous important support into resistance right now, and how could this actually make Bitcoin drop much lower, potentially even back to 60k, if not even 57k, to be honest, or exactly 57k. So first of all, let's talk about what had happened previously. We obviously have managed to catch some sort of a good long 2 or 3 days ago from us taking the trade at 66k. As you can see here, it was a good technical trade. We've announced the entry. That was, I think, on Thursday, if not mistaken. And then we had seen actually the rise continue higher, all the way higher to 68.6. However, I also, just to be transparent, guys, and I only tell you the winning trades, I also did take a little scalp long that was taken on the Moon Show yesterday, where we had seen this fake out sort of. And even though I did acknowledge the fact that it was a scalp, I didn't close it fully. I didn't even move my stop loss. So I did technically and officially get stopped out on this trade. It was kind of similar to this. I was just waiting for at least a retest of 67.8. However, it didn't come to that zone, so it did actually take me out, and I did lose some money. For those that would love to hear this, yes, even as a profitable trader, we can take hits. So what ended up happening is that we secured that trade, the one at 66.6, because I told you guys, if we lose 67, I'm going to be closing it. So I didn't make the most amount of money on it, but I did manage to close it in profit. But I also lost this scalp one. So in total, I won half a trade kind of, and I lost a full little scalp trade. And the most important thing now is I would love to focus on is not the trades that I've lost and won, even though I wanted to start with them. I primarily want to focus on what happened on Bitcoin today. I've been always making it quite clear, guys, like even when Bitcoin was trading, by the way, when Bitcoin was like higher above the value area, so whenever it was above 66k or 66.2, everybody was asking me about potentially taking a long at 64.8. Why? Because at this zone we had, and I deleted it now, but we had the NPUC. Plus, we also, hold on, I think the screen is frozen for some reason. So, hold on, let me just make sure or fix it some way, somehow, guys. Hold on, I'm also going to be reading the comments, guys. Just want to start a bit strongly and quickly, and then I'll be looking at the comments. Anyhow, so hold on. All right, we got it back. All right, so even whenever Bitcoin was above 66k, not necessarily here, but every time or every day when Bitcoin was trading above 66k, I was making it quite clear that I wouldn't prefer taking the long at 64.8. I've even gotten many of you guys asking me, I don't remember who, but most of you guys were asking me, okay, Ahmed, what do you think about potentially taking a long trade if Bitcoin does or makes a fake out of 64.8? I think that was Biro, not to signal him out, but maybe Hamad, I'm not sure, one of those two, right? So they were asking me about potentially waiting or for a long if we come to hit the NPUC and take the fake out and the liquidity. And I've been saying, guys, that I like this low. It's not the most liquid, amazing positioned low to be thinking about the long. And I even said that even though, yes, technically, let me quickly delete the lines. Yes, technically, if Bitcoin was to ever lose 66 and go to 65, if we do a fake out of the low plus the NPUC, technically you can enter a trade, but you have to be waiting, and potentially the most likely scenario, and hopefully, guys, most of you guys still remember this. I would love for anybody to have longed and taken profits here, or most importantly, I would be totally, I guess, not shocked, but happy if someone caught a short from 66k or the retest of the value area low. Why? Because I did say, guys, the reason why I don't like or I don't prefer taking a long, even though I acknowledge it as a setup at 65k, is because what's the most likely scenario here? I don't wanna, by the way, I don't wanna waste our time looking for me talking about it. So hopefully, guys, you remember this. But I was saying that even though it would probably give us a little bit of a bounce, I would be surprised if Bitcoin doesn't do this and continue lower. And it exactly did just that. Yep. We saw Bitcoin offer us. Now, forget about the drawing. As you can see here, Bitcoin actually lose the value area. We don't short this, but we actually saw a sort of a good bounce for those that would have been traded this zone. I would love for some to have made their money but booked their profits, because what happened here, notice how you can literally, or you could have taken an amazing short. I didn't, guys. By the way, I want to be totally honest. I'm filming this live stream at 12 a.m. my time, at literally at the middle of the night, and during Ramadan I haven't traded much. However, with me commentating after the thing happened, if you don't guys mind me doing this, we can clearly see that what happened here is a literal perfect hit of 66k as resistance from support as a full $1,000. We even retested the value area low, and I mean, most amazingly, we even hit the anchored VWAP from this beginning of the drop, or from the top that we started the drop from. So see how the perfection of somebody that was literally, if you're literally on point. Yeah, if you're literally on, I guess, focused on the ball today, you could have, yeah, I want to be totally honest, I did lose this one, the little scalp here, but you could have literally taken a long with us discussing it, which is like not the most amazing one, but then closed it, or at least booked 50% here, and then you saw the retest of the value area, yeah, especially with the NY getting open here. Sorry, guys, to act as if I did take the trade. I didn't, by the way, guys. I took 0 trades from the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm just happy for the stuff that we've spoken about to happen. Yep. If it wasn't Ramadan, if I was live with you, I would have 100% taken this short, because it was happening with the NY open. We saw the hit of the value area low, and then a retest and a drop. So hope you guys will understand this point. By the way, again, I would love to read the comments and see most of you guys to have taken the long, or most importantly, and more rarely, I guess, taken the short. But I want to also focus on, I will read them, but I'll read the comments, and then I'll talk about why I think now Bitcoin could be potentially dropping more and further. Yeah, not to get you guys scared. Don't be scared, guys, but I'll be explaining why I think Bitcoin can drop more. But let me read the comments quickly, say hello to the champs. I know I've been away, kind of, so Ingram, Mir, Kenda, how you doing, guys? We got Ayenton Brother Legend, CryptoNet. Here we are. Jesus got a market. Shorted. All right, I mean, not shorted. I mean, it's too late to short now. Glad to be here. Thank you, alaikum salam, brother. Thank you, Biro Talbot. We got viewers from South Africa. We got Vikrant again. All set for the bedtime story. Thank you, Vikrant. We got Hamad. Big huggies. Stopped out on the green. Gotta take them profits in this market. What's up, champs? I mean, fair enough. Good to see you, brother. Champs, how are you doing? I'm doing more than well, even though it is a bit hot here. So, Ahmed, if I have a price target of 52, if it breaks 60k, fair enough, you can have whatever you want to do or want to have. I took a long at 66.4 because you had it marked, and I took short at 68.4. I tell you so that you can appreciate your teaching. I mean, I'm always happy whenever somebody takes a trade that I don't necessarily take myself. So I mean, yeah, thank you for telling me. It does make me super happy. So everybody give a round of applause to Vikrant. Good evening, Ahmed. Thank you, T Drip, for being here. To have you here around this time. I mean, I like the fact that most of you guys love this time, I guess. Short from 67.5, took 50%. 67.5. All right. I mean, that is good. Not necessarily the trade that I was talking about, but always good whenever the champs make money. I was also stopped out because I had a short open, then I had a scalp. Fair enough. I caught the short at 1930. Hold on, let me see what ETH has done for you to take it a short. 1930. Yes, so it was a fake out potentially of the value area. I'm not sure, but let me see. Yeah. I mean, it was further away. I would have loved to take the short here, but fair enough. I mean, unless you saw Bitcoin and then you decided to take it on ETH, that is a different story, I guess. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Long it. No, don't long it. We got, hold on. Longed, took bit profit, missed the short. Fair enough. Good evening, champs. Can you see my messages today? I can. Thank you, brother, for showing up. Yes, Akhi, it was me asking for the long. I took a break-even trade. Fair enough. But I would have loved, to be honest, Biro, I would have loved for you to focus on this, or not you should have, but I would have loved if you focus on this trade, or this so I mean the first half of the answer, which is like potentially offering that move, but then you also should have, and not easy for me to talk about it, but yeah, I would have loved for you to remember the second half of the question where, or the answer where I said that potentially we can rotate from the value area. You could have, not should have, but you could have capitalized on shorten this. But fair enough, it doesn't matter. I mean, kudos for you to have managed to catch a long, even at break even. It was a hard long to be taking, to be honest. Yeah. Hello, we got Maggie the Legend. Action Tourist said, I entered a short on the retest of the value area low. Amazing, but, and unfortunately there's always a but to Action Tourist, close it early to having to go for a while, unable to monitor the trade. Fair enough. You shouldn't have closed it. Like, you could have moved the stop loss to entry, if you know what I mean. Like, why close it? But I mean, I'm happy for you to have taken a super technical trade. Yeah. Uh, Give me a second here, guys. Right. Hold on, guys. I'm going to be talking about potentially dropping even more. Again, guys, I'm showing up after the drop, so hopefully, guys, you don't feel bad, because I'm truly unable. I say unable, but it will be very inconvenient for me to show up. I mean, earlier than this. Sorry, guys. I mean, hopefully, once 30 days, like, you have to be sticking with me, guys. Hopefully, you're going to be, I guess, laughing at the good old days once Ramadan passes. But just because I fast during, like, literally the whole day, I'm only able to show up either before NY or after NY at current time. So yes, even though I'm showing up randomly after Bitcoin has already dropped, and I wasn't predicting the drop. Again, guys, I wasn't predicting the drop. I even took a hit on my scalp long. Yep. But I also would have loved for my teaching, as Vikrant has said, to prepare you guys for losing the value area, and even more like our legend Action Tourist to have shorted the retest of the value area, or at least like our legend Biro to have longed the fake out of the NPOC. So I would love for the champs to have first of all avoided longing now with us losing. That's the easiest thing to do, and more importantly to have taken at least the long here or the short here. I mean, that's not me being too greedy, I guess. But hopefully, you at least managed to avoid shorting. Yeah, longing, sorry, or shorting even, yeah. Or unless you short at the top. But I'm going to be, like, give me a second. I'm very close to reading the full comments. And then I'm going to be talking about why it would make sense for us to drop more. I've been saying this, and I would love to say it again, just because it's much, much closer to comment fruition, I guess. Hold on. So let me quickly read the comments. We got, I'm getting raked on this market. I guess you mean wrecked. Fair enough. I mean, guys, you only can get wrecked if you don't put a stop loss, or you don't follow the rules of becoming a trader. Like, guys, let's be real here. Like, Bitcoin dropped all of a sudden, and I had two trades. One, I left with profit, and one I lost a very tiny amount. Why? Because I don't shoot for making millions with my money, if you know what I mean. I don't shoot to making 100% on every single trade on my portfolio, and that's why most of you guys lose or end up literally getting liquidated. I would go as far as saying that maybe just, I mean, my follower base is hopefully more educated, and I've put so much effort into like teaching within the 230 videos, and even with the new kind of free trading course videos I'm like compiling, that hopefully most of you guys weren't or did not get that wrecked. But I would go as far as saying that maybe 20% of my viewers, and that's fine, I just want to say it, that 20% of my viewers could have probably lost 20 to 50% of their capital today or yesterday today, because Bitcoin dropped all of a sudden. And you have to understand that trading is, guys, trading is not about like you predicting something or you expecting something, and if something that is not expected happens, you lose all of your money. No, like, I don't have to I don't have to be that amazing and know the future for you, for me to talk about yesterday, or for me to make a video yesterday talking about Bitcoin dropping now. Like, do you actually expect me when Bitcoin is like, with me entering an amazing long at the valley area, with us holding the valley area low, and also the anchored view up from, by the way, from the top, from the bottom. Do you actually expect me to show up yesterday and tell you I have a feeling Bitcoin is going to drop for no reason? Absolutely not. Like, if Bitcoin was bearish, or for example, had the drop happened like a bit slowly and I saw the loss of 66k, I would have said yes, losing 66 would probably mean we drop to 62.7 or 60k. And I've been saying this, by the way, guys, like, it's not me showing up now. Hopefully, guys, or my my consistent viewers would know that Ahmed has been telling us not to act as if I knew I didn't know, but I hopefully I've prepared you guys for potential continuation of a drop once the valley area low is lost. So I did not predict the drop, but rather hopefully prepped you guys for whenever you see Bitcoin go below 66 to avoid longing continuously. Yeah. And that is the game plan here. Like, we shouldn't, or you shouldn't expect the videos or the live streams to always be about the crystal ball of me telling you that I'm expecting higher or lower. Yeah, sometimes it's not about us getting it wrong, but market moves randomly. It likes to wreck people, as some of viewers got wrecked, and that is fine. That's why you have to, first of all, know that you don't know nothing, and that would take you to step 2, which is actually following the risk management plan and the stuff that I always talk about. You can always watch this video, by the way. This risk management strategy made me profitable, and quite funnily enough, it's like the second least watched video within the free trading course, and that tells you a lot about viewers and them caring about risk management, even though risk management is what's important about trading, to be honest. It's give me a second. It's what trading is about, to be honest. Give me a second. Alright. But anyhow, let me continue reading because I saw Renata the Legend commenting. So let me get to her comment. I'm in a short from 67.5 on your thinking. What's your low in opinion? Alright, I'll cover this. Hold on. Give me a second. Hi champs, I can't be tonight, but I'll listen to you later. Have a nice evening. Thank you, Renata, for showing up. Thank you. I have a short at 66. Amazing. Oh, okay. Which is for long term till it forms bottom with your viewers. Okay, so you had entered a short at 66. Coincidentally, or maybe not so coincidentally, it is a good entry. Yep. But liquidation at 84. No, that's wrong. You don't do this way. You cannot act as if you enter low leverage with a very technically a far away liquidation price, that, oh, this is my short trade. No, guys, you don't do it this way. Like, if you want to become a trader, you have to put a stop loss, and you can continue with your trades, as I do, by the way, for those that always question why, Ahmed, don't you close them? Like, for God's sake, close the 96.4k or even take profits. But I didn't. Why? Because technically, not to act, guys, like, for example, let me cover it quickly. You know, guys, how I had a long from 66.6, and the scalp long I took yesterday was 67. With me only making some money on me, like closing the 66.6 trade at 67 and for me to have lost the scalp one, do you know that with me only making a little portion of the expected, I guess, amount, because I won half a long and I lost one, yep, so I didn't make much, yep, or even probably lost on fees, if I can be honest here, but I did actually have the outcome that made me the most money by the drop. Why? Not to act like a smart person here, or smart ASS. Why? Because the only bad scenario for me to have happened, or could have happened, is because, by the way, I'm primarily more short, so I'm leaning more short in terms of my trades, is that the only bad scenario that could have happened would have been me or Bitcoin stopping me out on both trades, and then it doing this. Like, this is the worst thing. Why? Because I would have lost, or say I got breaking even, okay, or broken even on those two trades in total. But then Bitcoin continued higher. So not only did I not make the most amount of money with my longs, but Bitcoin then continued higher after stopping me out, so that my short leaning positions, which is three of them, all-time high 106 and 96, would have, lowered the unrealized P&L with the pump. So that would have been the most scenario that lost me money. However, not to act, again, guys, not to act, oh, whatever happens, I make money. But that's literally true in this case, because the time where I got my longs not working is the time where Bitcoin lost literally the value area, and now it's literally potentially dropping even more. So hopefully, guys, you understood this. Like, I always tell you guys that my way and my strategy that I literally been explaining, and I do take it and like follow it live with you, and I even started making videos about them and the ideas of how Ahmed on WEEX has the separated, isolated, and how he holds on to trades and hates taking profit. Hopefully you guys understand that this strategy is like covers the 80-90% of scenario of you're always making money, except to the tiny potential scenario, which is also probable, of where Bitcoin takes you out but then still continues higher in the opposite direction after taking you out. All right, so hope you guys understand this. But anyhow, let me continue reading the comments, and then I'll talk about why Bitcoin could drop more. How do wise choice? You got T-Drip. Yeah, I took it because of what Bitcoin was doing. Only way I'll trade alts. I'll give you a clap again. So we got Vikrant and TD Drip getting a clap from me. Orientum Brush, should I take 50% from the short? Absolutely not. Just move your stop loss to entry, and then maybe monitor the anchored view up from the top. So I guess don't think I'm probably leaning towards dropping more. By the way, guys, like again, I'll start talking about this. The reason why I'm not super proud of me still expecting lower, like, just to be quite honest, is because I'm showing up at 12:20 a.m. with Bitcoin having already dropped from 67 to 63. But trust me, had we had, I guess if that's even grammatically correct, had we went live at our regular time with Bitcoin, with Bitcoin doing this, so literally the NY Open was here. If I was able, and it wasn't Ramadan, and I had shown up here, I would have loved to literally tell you guys short now because I'm still expecting lower if we don't hold the value area low. Yeah. So again, hopefully, guys, what I'm going to be saying now is going to be taken as a continuation to what I've been always telling you guys when we were above. Like hopefully the rants that were when Bitcoin was above 66 had prepped you to Bitcoin now dropping. Why? Because I've been always saying, regardless of my trades, regardless of the fact that I longed 66, for example, yeah, if Bitcoin was to ever lose the value area low, I'm going to be expecting a drop. I want to mention, just to be clearly honest, that we got a daily at 62.7. I could be long in here, maybe, depending on like NY's open tomorrow. But preferably, I would be saying that maybe I'm leaning towards 60. So again, this is not a statement for you to short. Absolutely not. Like, don't ever even think about asking me about shorting now. Like, the last chance of shorting would have been retesting 66 or somebody holding a higher short, as I do, and many of you guys do. Yep. But thinking about shorting now is the biggest mistake. However, one would tell me, okay, how or why am I wasting my time watching you now at night? You telling me potentially Bitcoin could drop. Like, what would I do with this? It's very clear and simple. You hold your shorts, look for shorts, and looking for shorts is very different to now taking a short, if you guys know what we're doing here, and avoid long. I would much prefer Bitcoin to show me random strength and for us to reclaim 66, and for me to then think about longing, not longing. I'll look for longs, or the most likely scenario is that we continue lower, and I would avoid longing. So again, guys, not to bore you guys out with the usual rant, but it's very clear and simple. Whenever Bitcoin, or whenever I have a clear bias towards lower or higher, that usually would make you continue short, look for short, or avoid long. Very easy. So again, as I've been saying, and I've been saying this by the way, guys, for quite a while, that I'm still expecting. Now, this could be the time, by the way, guys, but I'm not sure. I cannot tell you. So hopefully, don't guys go selling and shorting all of a sudden just because I'm talking about lower. Yeah, but this could be the time where Bitcoin goes back to 60K. I think hopefully, guys, most of you guys remember that I'm still expecting this low to be taken out. Now, me expecting it made me not close my shorts. But that didn't make me randomly short, if you know what I mean. Like, I was able and freely able to take longs and shorts and do whatever. So hope you guys will understand that this is not me hypocritically contradictory, showing all of a sudden at night, telling you that, oh, it dropped, but it's going to be dropping more. Who this guy who always talks after that thing happened. So hope you guys will understand that. Just because now we are below the value area low, I would put it this way. Very clear. It is a clear statement. Don't be over analyzing and reading between the lines. While Bitcoin is below 66K, I'm expecting the drop to 60. Now, does this mean I'm going to be shorting randomly? No. Does this mean I'm predicting this? No. All I'm saying is that technically I'm waiting for 60K. Why do I put it this way? Because obviously I'm not the kind of guy to give you random blind predictions. I would love to open myself up for potentially seeing Bitcoin all of a sudden reversing above the value area low, or maybe us tomorrow at NY getting some sort of like a execution, like little scalp long at the daily. Maybe it doesn't look like the most amazing one. I book 50% here, but then all of a sudden Bitcoin finds strength and does this. I cannot guarantee something. Like, hope you guys will understand that I'm talking here about probabilities, and obviously I'm not randomly showing up like after not after the drop for me to talk about 60K. I've been always open to whatever. I just want to clearly mention it again, and the reason why I'm probably highlighting it more now is because we've lost the value area low. It's not because we saw Bitcoin drop to 64. Like, had I had the ability to go live 4 or 5 hours ago, I would have said the same exact thing when Bitcoin was just losing or about to retest 66. Or even before that, for my long-time viewers, live stream, they all have been saying or have known at the back of their mind that 60K is likely to be revisited. Plus, the likelihood of revisiting it, sorry guys for my bad English, would be much higher and increased once 66K as the value area low is lost. So I'm only here highlighting what is already probably known by most of you guys, because I've been always saying it, but I do understand that we could have new viewers when a drop happens. Plus, some of you guys would love their memory to be a bit, I guess, jogged a bit, or awaken a bit, if I may say so. So let me read the comments again. Very clear, guys. While 66K is lost, wait for lower. Be potentially open for a daily hit, but I would love for a wick to 60K, to be honest. Yeah, and then after 6K, maybe potentially like looking for a long. I've been saying this, by the way, for a while, but yeah, something like that would be amazing, but I cannot guarantee it. Yep. So, give me a second. Yeah. So, hold on a second. Give me a second here again. Where's Renata? She commented and then she left. Hold on, guys. Let me quickly read them. All right. Let me see. All right. So I can see all familiar faces here. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to read them very quickly. I got a short at 68.4, holding it for now. Amazing. And that's amazing. Like, by the way, guys, few and maybe the most, I guess, knowledgeable traders, and I do understand that I do need to mention setups, take setups, do live trading, and do all of that stuff. But many of you guys, I would love to focus on educating you guys and be, I guess, I forgot what the word is, but the guide. Let me use the word guide, I guess, as an alternative for my forgotten words. A guide to continue on your trade, or with a trade, or close it, or look for something. For example, now somebody can hear me say I'm leaning towards lower, and maybe they can look for a short. Yeah. How? based on their own education or whatever they do, or maybe because they've been watching me for a while, or like our brother Hamad here, he managed to hold a short or catch a short here. I didn't take it, by the way. Again, I was waiting for a bit higher, so he has a short that I didn't take myself. But hopefully the understanding of losing the value area low allows him, has allowed him, and will continue to allow him to make more money by understanding that a successful trade shouldn't be closed prematurely. Yep. So guys, for ranting on your heads at 12:30 a.m. again. What is your level to long for swing? For swing, I would love something like a major fake out below the wick, like 58 or 60. Like maybe taking the long at 58, 57.9, or playing it safe by waiting for the reclaim of the wick. Yep, I cannot say exactly. I'd prefer this. Would I be open for a long at the daily? Potentially, but I guess I would be more surprised if I enter the long and then I see this as the bottom, to be honest. Yep. But again, guys, please be careful and always open yourself up for all possibilities. Don't be acting as if all of our half smart kind of teaching and half philosophical trades and all of that is like the way of guessing or predicting what Bitcoin will be doing. Yeah. Again, like hopefully you guys have understood that when Bitcoin has hit or had hit, 66k and it throws up to 68k, even though I was open to potentially shorting it, I'm not gonna lie, probability wise it was leaning towards going to 70.5 because we are rotating from value area high to low and low to high. So you have to understand that the market is not a complete science. Like no matter how much time you waste doing studying and doing the most or perfecting your strategy, you have to go back and watch the least or the second least watched video on the free trading course. I almost want to borderline force you guys to watch it. Or even if you had watched it, watch it again. The risk management strategy. This one, why I'm profitable. Because you cannot kid yourself by thinking that you are too smart to make money or you're smart enough to make money. It's not about you being smart. You have to protect and follow the risk management plan, because no matter how much smart we may think we are, the market would randomly drop. Why? I mean, everybody can make up a reason. I'm pretty sure the Twitter/X warriors would come up or would come on the comment section now and tell us, oh, Bitcoin actually dropped because of tariffs and Trump and whatever and the crypto market and Michael Saylor and whatever kind of BS. But it is what it is. We don't care about about the random drop. It dropped because the market opened, a flush of liquidity got taken, and that's it. Like, it is what it is. I don't care about why it happened. I just care that it happened so that I focus on whatever is ahead of me. Because as traders, again, guys, if you're an investor, fair enough. You can watch the news, look for entertaining videos. But if you're a pure trader, we only want to talk about how to make money. So that's what I covered, why I lost the scalp, how I made some sort of a good money on this trade, how I held my shorts for lower, why the value low was important, how you could have shorted this but also kind of long this kind of. So hopefully that is helpful for those that are trying to make money in the market, not for those that would love to waste, I guess, their time reading and start sounding smart or doing whatever. Yeah, like, I don't want to know why this drop happened, because it happened because of the CME/Monday open. I don't care about nothing more. Yeah. I'd rather have you a bit earlier than now. Also, yes, once again, we'll meet you live in a bit. I do love the fact that you literally are amazing to the fact that you watch every bit of the live stream. So kudos to you. And again, I know that you would rather have me earlier. Most European/Asian/ I think African countries or viewers would love to have me earlier. However, as I told you guys, I would also prefer to have you guys earlier, but we gotta do what we gotta do again, unfortunately. So no, I cannot. I would love to though. So guys, just bear with me till the end of like the next 20-30 days. Took a scalp long at 64k, made some money, and now I'm letting my short do the rest. I mean, again, a clap to wise choice. You shorted 65.2. Hopefully it was a certain idea, but that is amazing. Like, see how, like, hopefully you had the understanding that while below this we are more likely to drop lower, so let me look for a short. Yeah, like that is the most amazing thing. I would love for somebody to short the 66k as it was a given potential move, but also somebody taking their own kind of TA and compiling it with the fact that we are bearish is also, I mean, amazing and lovely. Yeah, I would love to be a guide and a teacher more than a person that just gives you random setups. Like, oh, he either spoke about shorten before the drop, or he's useless to me. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Like, because I obviously didn't talk about shorten 67 before the drop. Uh, Hold on. I caught the short at 66k upon the fake out of the value area low. Already TP'd. Amazing. So again, we have now three. I mean, I forgot the word, what the word is, but I'll give you a clap. All right, round of applause. Yeah. So we got Crypto Wedge, the legend, also following the amazing playbook of playing it smart. And like, see how the strength here for everybody that shorted the top, they didn't short with the drop. Because what if this is a fake out of the fake out? We never know. But you can play it smart by waiting for the drop and then wait for the market to come to you. Everybody starts buying, you sell, and then you see this. So again, I'm super proud for every single person who managed to hold onto the shorts, or literally short the setup we have been speaking about. Or even if you didn't hear me talk about it, even though I did, you could have just understood how we use the value area low and how you can see the retest of it. I think like one of the videos on the free training course literally covered it. Yeah, I forgot which one, but hopefully one of them. Anyhow, hello from Peru. Thank you, Ernesto. Still in my short. Amazing. So see how like you can be still in shorts even though we didn't speak about a specific short setup. I wanted to long the NPOC, but it was 2 a.m. Fair enough. I mean, kudos to you. Only 23 likes. Hold on. Thank you, Ernesto, for pushing the like goal. Hold on. We got David Raider 6493. This analysis is BS. You were on long on Ethereum. Now you're saying you saw the short. Again, guys. I mean, again, my long on Ethereum was, I guess, more than I don't want to lie. I mean, I don't want to make a number up, but at least 4 to 7 days old. That's the first thing. And like, had you commented about a scalp or about my scalp on Bitcoin here, or literally this one, I would have been okay because these are like recent trades. But you mentioning as a week old trade tells me that you don't watch me fully. And again, yes, guys, I'm not a flip flopper. I see the change in the market and I change my opinion or my outlook. Yes, while above the value area low, I was leaning towards 71, 72. We lost the value low, and I'm going to be changing my words because changing my words does not pay me. What pays me is actually trading. So hopefully, guys, you understand this quite clearly. And again, I do understand that my channel is a bit complex, and you may, if you don't follow me continuously, you've just watched some videos here and there, you'll be very confused. Oh, where's the Ethereum long? Where did it go? Like, do you think actually that me entering a long means that I'm expecting like a move higher or I'm bullish on Ethereum? No. I mean that wouldn't be even true for Bitcoin. So never on about Ethereum. And I do understand that my content is a bit complex, but hopefully you guys will understand that we are traders here. So pressing the long button does not mean I'm bullish or bearish. Yeah, but I'm more than happy to get like I guess bad comments or negative comments. I mean, that's fine. We know the rules. 100 likes minimum. Thank you, Ernesto. The action tour said, felt like I wouldn't have missed much because I knew it was likely a failed pump, but alas, I could have taken it, I guess. Rather not it. To be honest, no. Yeah, just rather not at 2 a.m. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're good. Good afternoon, Ahmed, and everyone. Took the long at the NPOC and closed it at the anchored view up. Amazing, brother, to be honest. Hold on a second. Give me a second. All right. So, kudos to you again. See, like, how people can be, I mean, can use their own mind plus see or use the guidance on with the content for them to make money. Because if you watch me once a week and you see me long in ETH, you'll be super confused about me changing my words and changing my outlook on the market with the drop. On the comments from yesterday, I asked if you explain how to, yeah. Again, guys, for the volume profile, even though I cannot exactly tell you how to use it, as in like where to put it at, you just understand that the volume profile is a tool that allows you to analyze a volume. So whenever you apply it, you would preferably apply it to a range, whether a higher time frame one or a lower time frame one. Yeah. So it depends on what you want to see exactly. It's an analysis tool, not an indicator. So it doesn't tell you where to buy or sell. It's not a support and resistance kind of level tool or indicator. No. But I would love, or the reason why I invited you to the stream, first of all, because I wanted to show you the settings. So it is number of rows, and then 500. You change this. You do up down. I think it's like the default, and 70 also default. And then you do the style. Doesn't matter as much, just keep it as is, doesn't matter. You don't have to have the same colors, and that's it. Like once you change the fixed range value, volume profile, row size to 500, that's it, you're good to go. What you would do here is that just you have to understand that you want to apply it to a consolidation or a range, no matter what the time frame is, just to get an analysis of the volume. So you get on the side the most important volume areas, plus you get the highest volume area getting marked with red, I mean it being called the POC, plus you get two boundaries, which are the top and lower boundaries, which are the value area, high and low. So it literally tells you where the value area is, and the value area basically, it just tells you where the 70% volume had been traded at. So see how the volume profile here for this example was applied from the anchor from the wick here all the way higher to like literally this section. So even though Bitcoin traded from 74 to 60k within this analysis using the volume profile, the volume profile has told us the 70%, the most higher concentration of volume, was primarily done here. So you get just idea of the importance levels. Yeah. And other than that, I unfortunately cannot give you a much deeper answer, because if you're looking for how to use it exactly, that would literally take me probably a course by itself, like multiple hours. Yeah, just hopefully I got you understanding the basics of the tool, and the reason, or the fact that it's not magical but strong. You wanna understand what it does or what it shows, rather than taking it as a random magical indicator that tells me where to buy or sell, or the support and the resistance zones. Yeah, it's just an analysis tool. Yeah, but thank you though. I mean, thank you for, hopefully if something is not clear again, I'm totally happy to answer again. Finally, someone joins the live streams after me inviting them. I did a head short since I wasn't really confident with the long, but the long made sense at the time. Fair enough. You said long on Ethereum at 1936, and now you never spoke of it. No, my friend. I mean, again, I go live every single day. So if you had watched, yeah, so long in Bitcoin and Ethereum was 3 days ago. So that tells me that you don't watch me daily. And again, I'm totally right. It is fine to have a negative comment, to have a negative experience. But again, you have the ability of being open to understanding what we do here. So rather than I guess reply to hate with hate, I will tell you that with my sort of content, my trades don't represent my outlook on the market. So yes, I was long on Bitcoin and I was long on Ethereum. Bitcoin rose a bit, but not that much from 1930. Hold on, like, by the way, Ethereum literally pumped from 1909 to like 1995. Do you expect it to go to a million? We are traders, not investors. So I mean, I longed Bitcoin at 66, and it pumped to 68.6, and also Ethereum pumped almost 5%. So that is not so coincidentally, something that is profitable even for both Ethereum and Bitcoin. Most of you guys made money by the longs that were announced 3 days ago. However, even though you had a negative experience with a winning trade, sometimes the trades could be even losing ones. Yes, I lose. Like, what do you think? Why hate? I'm a trader. I do lose. I take losses. I take hits. Yes, because whenever I announce me long in Bitcoin, Ethereum, couragely, I guess, or I don't care much, but I try to be transparent or transparently. Yeah, whenever I announce stuff transparently, I tell you I'm long on this and that. Take it as me trying to make money for a living by trading, and then me being transparent. Don't see the title and thinking, oh, this guy is expecting Ethereum to pump to 2k 3k. No, I'm a trader. Ethereum literally pumped 4%. That's more than enough, almost 5%. And again, that is irrelevant. Like, the outcome is irrelevant, because as a trader, I can also lose. Like, losing and winning is not about being right or wrong. Hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully you understand. If you don't understand that, it's fine. Again, I would welcome you to watch the free trading course, and I would welcome you to do a very, very cool and easy, quick Google search, and that is fine. I'm not making fun here. And type in maybe what's the definition of being a trader, because that's fine. Like, you may not understand what trading is, because if I long Ethereum, it pumped 4%, and after 4 days, I'm now talking about something different, because literally Bitcoin is like now below the value area low, and you think that me being a hypocrite, that is wrong, first of all. Second of all, I literally opened today's live stream by announcing my little scalp short loss, even though it wasn't taken on this channel, but I want to always be transparent and tell you I lost, yeah? And I even spoke about the Ethereum trade, but you only watched me once 3 days ago. You don't follow the channel constantly, so you didn't hear me talk about what happened to my Ethereum trade. So I guess thank you for at least being open to hear me out, but fair enough. Sorry guys for literally focusing on the comment, but I just wanna, like, I always wanna show some love for everybody that is new, so that maybe we can have them in the family. Thanks, I learned patience to wait for the setup, then take it. Only put a stop loss, then move my stop loss to entry, and so on. I'm great. Again, we give a clap to Talbot also. Short from 66.1, amazing. So we got a clap to KJ. Kentro said, can long Bitcoin? So can you long is different to is 62.7 a valid setup. Is it a valid setup? Yes. Is it the most strongest setup? No. Would you need to put an alert or a limit? I will tell you to put a limit and then see the reaction for yourself. Hold on guys. Sorry guys. There are literally tons of comments here, so I'm trying to... give me a second here. All right. So hold on. What do you find exo chart settings? You can change them up by yourself. I've been trying to snipe the WEEX down like 100 to 100 super tight stop loss. Not right now, by the way. I'm whenever setup come. Fair enough. Long gold. Crypto's not manipulated, by the way, guys. Hold on a second. Give me a second. But I'm not ripping off anybody. But that's fair enough, I guess. Ahmed, what's Exo saying? Hold on, yeah. Let me see what Exo has been saying. I mean, I didn't take a full look on it. Hold on. Yep. So it doesn't matter as much, to be honest, guys. Like, I always want to be very super cautious. Like, I would only tell you that strength would come if we somehow go above 66. That's it. Like, very basic. Because yeah, we do have some bullish divergence in terms of like we are getting more buys, but I wouldn't focus on it too much, to be honest. But yeah, I would just remain bearish. 2 minutes, 2x speed. Fair enough. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Long on gold. Crypto market is very manipulated. It's not manipulated, guys. It's just drops and pumps. That's fair enough. But yeah, I've been bullish on gold, by the way, guys. I've said, like, not to act as if I knew, but yesterday or the day before, I did say that if gold flips 50.87, I'll be waiting for the all-time high. So if someone is long gold, I would lean towards getting the all-time high, by the way, guys. And also on Exo, or not on WEEX, you are able to trade gold and silver, by the way, guys, free of fees. Yeah, so zero fees trading gold and silvers. If someone wants to maybe look for themselves or look for a trade as a long for themselves to go to the all-time high, you can do so. Let me see how much percentage it is. Yes, almost 7%. But don't be randomly longing, for the love of God. Like, I would hate it if me mentioning potentially holding this holding 5087, we can easily go to 600. I would hate if someone opens a long here, puts a hold on, puts a stop loss, and then treats it as a trade itself. No, that's wrong, guys. Hopefully, you can go deeper, like dig deeper. Hold on. For example, I can like for example, you can go to the 15-minute time frame. Maybe perhaps use an anchored view or pull or whatever, and then like see like you can be smart about it at least, guys. And then you can look for levels. For example, like these are obvious kind of levels to be looking at or looking potentially for a trade at. Like this is hold on, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. All right, so let's delete this, and then yeah, so I like this one because it's like the anchored view up of the lower time frame. So yeah, if someone wants to enter a trade, they can look for something like that. Like they can ride the wave of potentially. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I do like this much. This because it's like very impulsive. Yeah. So maybe wait for a retracement down to 5210 and then enter a long. It's going to be a stupid simple scalp, but maybe you can be lucky and then it going higher, if you know what I mean. Make a course on how to use the I'd love to learn. Fair enough, but I mean, the volume profile is very hard for me to make a full course on. But you watching me daily is the way of learning. I think I would love to think the wise choice, just because you're a brother who literally watches a lot of the streams. Give me a second here. So I would love to think that you have seen every possible way of how I use the volume profile. Like that is much better than getting a video about it. To be honest, hold on, give me a second, guys. Here. All right, thank you, guys. Great, thank you so much. Thank you, Christian. You're more than welcome. Glad to have you part of the fam. Right. Erwing said, "How do you set up your anchored view up? It doesn't look like yours." So, I mean, I have nothing changed. All I can tell you just primarily is because so here I'm pretty sure it's default. So standard deviation. First one is checked, and this is the high HLC divided by 3, and on the style you just turn off everything, and that would be it. So like keep the one that you're not able to check or uncheck, yeah, and that would make it exactly like mine. And again, the anchored view up is very similar, or it's exactly, I'd say, similar to the volume profile. Just because it's a readily available, easy, free tool, it does not mean it's a magical tool. So it's not an indicator. So you would have to watch me use it for you to get a feeling of what's it for, I guess. I mean, accurate view was much easier than the volume profile to use or to make a formula for. But again, volume profile, anchored VWAPs, VWAP are both used for analysis rather than for, I guess, like a certain set definition of how to put it at or from. Smash the likes button. Let's get to 100. Thank you, wise choice. We are at 47 likes. That's amazing, to be honest. 70% of the volume is the value area low. High and low. It's whatever is in between is 70%. Does that tool automatically create those ranges whenever I pull a fixed range? Does that tool automatically create those ranges whenever I pull a fixed range? Don't get what you're saying here. Yeah. I had a dream last night. Hold on. I had a dream last night, Bitcoin falling to 0, and today it's dropping. My dreams may be required indicator to pay attention to. Bro, 3 months ago you said we should hold 100k. Okay, I think that's a joke. Yeah, fair enough. I'm 2 minutes behind to fix my grammar. Lul Ahmed is feeling confident now. Lul in the drop. Didn't even bother with EXO. Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes I do understand that EXO could be noise if you over respect it. Like, don't respect it too much. Right. Hold on. Hey, thank you for the education videos and also for teaching us. And hold on, sorry. Actually, I think I hate gold. Fair enough. Do you use fair value gaps? No, right? No, I don't. Hey, thank you for the education videos and also for teaching us on how to. Would you mind showing us one more time what are your premises for where to draw the view up or the volume profile from? It's not always the bottom or top. All right, so let me give you a quick answer. Not the most useful answer, but that is the easiest kind of summary I can tell you. So for the volume profile tool, again, it is more of an analysis tool, so it is not a magical tool, so it's not a support or resistance random tool, it's not an indicator, just a tool. Again, so the quickest I guess summary is that you want to look and put it from or pull it from a certain range. So that is no matter what kind of range you're talking about. Volume, I mean, higher time from one, lower time from, I don't care. For example, like I can I can maybe use it to, like, it depends. Like you have to and you gotta get a feeling of what it does. For example, like this is potentially a range. If someone wants to look at this would be technically a range, I guess. But it depends on how useful it is. But I mean, you can also put it whenever the price is expanding. But notice how I rarely ever do I put it like from the beginning of a drop or a move like up to down, so an impulsive move. I usually just try to get an understanding of a consolidation. Yeah, because it's mostly useful whenever Bitcoin is consolidating. Because historical data, which is volume, is not a quite, I guess, guaranteed representation of whatever is to come in the future. But whenever the price is consolidating or ranging, it's more likely to be representative of that. Yep. So that's the quick answer for it. Look for a range, do it. And a better better longer answer I would tell you is that you watch me live for literally a month, and I will almost guarantee you see every single kind of usage to it. However, regarding the anchored view up, it's a bit different because the anchored view up does give me some entries whenever it's like hitting it. So again, I put the anchored view up just as general I guess answer that is more or both copied on the higher time frame and the lower time frame. I put the anchored view up from the impulsive move, so an uptrend or a downtrend, just to understand whether it's intact or not. That's it. I've learned how to use it by watching you, brother, and I've learned more about trading and mentality needed to become profitable. Thank you. It's been great that I've slowly actually been applying some stuff you like, chart setups. Such obvious things I've procrastinated for way too long, all for free. Thank you. Literally just making some lines on the charts. Yeah, round of applauses for Champs. I said it since the beginning of this English channel. He is of a tremendous value. Thank you, CryptoNet, for being amazing and for appreciating and buying at the bottom, at the IPO of the channel, I guess. So thank you for being a legend. Whenever I pull a fixed range volume profile, I only get a POC. Yeah, so just change it. Go to the go to the settings. Maybe it's like maybe you've changed it by yourself. I'm pretty sure it's like default, but you can check them. So that's it. Turn these on. You'll get the VH and VL, and obviously double check that the value. Notice how value area volume is 70. So that is default. By the way, you can change it. Like if I move this to 80, it would give me a more concentrated volume. Like hold on, see if I take 80. Hold on, yeah. It's going to be telling me where the volume, not concentrated, sorry, the opposite, which is like more wider view. So if I put it at 20, it's going to be very concentrated on only the 20 most highest volume. Look at this. That's where the most 20% of the volume is. So it is a default thing. You can play around, but 70 is I guess, the most successful one for now. Can I change it to 75 a year from now? Maybe. Yeah, but just understand that just tells me where 70% of the 100% was traded at. We got Wayne the Legend again. Good day, champs. Pardon the late, no notifications. All right, fair enough. I mean, I did send I'm pretty sure I did, but maybe YouTube is like always like that. So that's why I always gotta tell you. I mean, Wayne is obviously a member, but for those that aren't, make sure to be a member of the free Telegram channel. Why? Because as our legend here, Wayne, sometimes both Telegram and YouTube do mess up and not send or push notifications. So you always want to be part of the free Telegram channel. And again, just before I forget, if someone is not looking, or if someone is looking for to move to a professional infrastructure to trade with real capital, I would advise to move to WEEX if you want to. Now again, it is an affiliate link, so clicking on this link would be an affiliate. So it would help me and help you by getting you the bonus. And again, yeah, before I forget, hopefully next week we'll be running a trading competition. So if you want to prep yourself, move to WEEX, get the professional infrastructure that allowed me to become profitable, you can do so by clicking on this link. And obviously, as a cherry on top, if I may say so, you get the highest welcome bonus possible. Plus, it makes you eligible for entering the trading competitions, which are done by by me, I guess, every single month. So if you want to prep yourself, you can make an account now. Again, it's no KYC, so it takes, I guess, 2 minutes if you do it quickly. And again, I do recommend it as a professional infrastructure, especially for those that are trading with real capital. You get lower fees. Even gold and silver is like 0 fees. You also get the opportunity to have isolated, separated, and it is by itself a tailor-made exchange for traders, so it supports accurate stop losses exactly as I have them, and also TPs and entries. But again, don't confuse me like recommending it as an option, an amazing option for trading professionally crypto, for me talking about regarding the affiliate link. So yes, it is an affiliate link, but I'd much rather be affiliated and promote an affiliate link that I actually believe in as an exchange. So again, if you want to move there, once you make up your mind to move to WEEX, you can then use my link if you want to be a participant and also support me, participant of the potential up and coming trading competition, plus supporting the channel. So hopefully, guys, you understand that I would much rather you making up your mind, and then the link is a secondary thing that you would love to do if you want to. Yeah, sorry guys for the usual rant. Hello brother, thank you guys for showing up. I do love the fact that we are getting everybody greeting Wayne the legend. One more question, no worries, you can ask how many questions as you want to, or as many questions as you want. How do you get the NPOCs and the range value area low added? You cannot get them. I do them manually. So that is a very in-depth question, because the NPOC, so let me give you a quick answer. Those lines that are in red are manually done by me. Like, these represent totally different stuff. So the NPOC is a totally random, totally different thing. The RVAL is just me making up a name, which reminds me that this is the range value area low, so that I don't want to always have the volume profile on, if you know what I mean. So just me making a name for me to remember the blue line at the bottom, which is the value area low. Why is it R.VL? Because I want to be reminded that it's a range dot, which is like a range value value area low. Ahmed, what time tomorrow will we see you? Just about. Most likely similar to what I've had been going live. Lately, so I would be guessing probably similar time. Yeah, so maybe an hour earlier, not hour later for sure. Yeah. So if you want to check Dubai's time, that would be like from, I would tell you that I'll be live, like the live stream will begin from 10 to 12 a.m. or sorry, from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Yeah. Trade with Ahmed and the champions. Thank you, Wayne, for being a legend again. Changed the settings. Chart finally looks exactly like yours. Amazing. Thank you. By the way, maybe you don't care, or maybe you've changed it, but if you want to also change the colors, pretty sure maybe you did, but you can double click on the canvas, so on the chart, you go to settings, and then you can change the body color on the borders and wick, and I can show you them. So this is the second white option. This is, I'm not sure where is that. I'm pretty sure it's this one of those. Yeah, I think this one. So the fourth from the right. Yeah, and you can do it for all of them to have the same colors as I do. The lines of this is just a red color again with one pixel, I guess. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. I'm glad to see everybody saying hello to Wayne. That is very lovely to see. I'm an amazing community to be a part of, guys. So thank you for being legends. And again, if I may ask Wayne, we've been posting some nice videos, like reels, on my personal Instagram. And if someone would love to check them out, maybe our lovely legend Wayne can give me, or can push the link. It's my channel, my account is called Ahmed on Chart. So AHMED on Chart. You can check it out. We've been growing quite a lot, I guess, but I would love for every, I guess, family to be every part of the family to be members on the account. It has actually grown, by the way. It has actually grown. thanks to you guys, to 2,417 followers. And that's amazing, to be honest. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, so Wayne just dropped the link for the Instagram for those that would love to follow me there. I'm trying to post, I mean, different stuff, but maybe some of you guys would love to be closer to me whenever I'm posting stuff or doing stuff. Yeah, you can always comment or send me a message or whatever. So yeah, thank you, Wayne, again. Action Tours said, can you explain again what's the difference between the NPOC and the POC? Yeah, again, so I can give you a quick answer because the stream would come would be, I mean, coming to an end very soon. But yes, POC is a general thing. NPOC is a sub version of the POC. So again, POC is the highest volume area, defined as the highest volume area within a chosen volume profile pool. That's it. The NPOC is it's derived from the POC, but it means a naked point of control. So a POC from a previous full day after closure, from a previous full week after closure, from a previous full month after closure, and once that close had happened, the period that had followed, whether the day or the week or monthly, or month, did not touch that POC of the previous period. That's I know that it sounds more confusing than it is. So trust me, it's just very simple, to be honest. Ahmed, why 57 if 60k breaks as a price target? No, not it's this the NPOC again. That's a monthly NPOC. Not 50, it's 57.9, but it doesn't matter as much. It's a zone. So just a deeper dig, a deeper drop below the wick. I would love for this. Like the more drop, it's like a coil, I guess. You know, the deeper we go, the potential higher move we can get potentially. Good time for me now. Thank you, Renata. Gotcha. I got it now, I think. Yeah. So you're not sure because you still don't understand. But let me give you a quick answer. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is a day. This is Monday. Yeah. Monday. If you put a volume profile on full Monday from open to close, you get the POC. Say here. Yeah. If Thursday, that's Monday. Okay. If Thursday opens below, like further away from the POC, this is a naked POC of Monday until it gets touched, whether it opens above or below. Again, and also vice versa. If this is the month of January, okay, that's full month, yeah. Once the month ends and February opens lower or higher, doesn't matter, yeah. This is the NPOC of the monthly of the month of January until it's not, until it's touched, whether a break or doesn't matter. Yeah. So that's the easiest thing. It's very easy to be honest. I know the definition sounds smart, but it's not that hard. Yeah, we're getting again, guys. For those that would love to enter a trade on WEEX on gold, we could be trying this out. To be honest, maybe 210. I don't really fully get why would it be better than that important just to take it for what it is. Okay, fair enough. Just take it for what it is, or just understand it. Like, think about it this way: a full day of market buying and selling, and that price is the highest volume profile for a certain zone, for a certain day. If I tell you, for example, like, think about it logically. The reason, and that's why the NPOC of a month it's stronger than the week, stronger than the day. Why? Because if I tell you, literally, Bitcoin was moving for 30 days, and I can tell you for a fact that the highest volume area for January is at here, for example. Yeah. Regardless of you being convinced or not, would you think that this would act as a strong resistance or a strong support, whether we are above or low? Like if Bitcoin if you put the volume profile for a full 30-day period, would it make sense to be a strong zone or not? The NPOC is just an old POC that got left behind that tends to be retouched for whatever reason. No, it does not. So you got it wrong. No, it does not tend to be retouched. It tends to act as support or resistance if touched. That's a very key level here, key difference. Because once it gets retouched, it's no longer an NPOC. Exactly, but it does not tend to be retouched. No. It tends to act as support or resistance. For example, now Notice how when Bitcoin was having an NPOC at like 64.8, when Bitcoin was trading above, I never ever said I think this is a magnet that we're gonna go back to. No, I just said that if it was ever to be touched, it may act as support. Why do you need to draw them manually? Could you not use the periodic volume to show you periodic? Hold on, I'm not sure what you mean. Does the VL and VH on volume profile work as support resistance for more often than not? Primarily not. No, I wouldn't feel okay with somebody just blindly following them. Yeah, you can do it, but it would be more complex. Like I would first focus on the POC. And why do I need to draw them manually? Because just preference, to be honest. Because this volume profile needs to be updated, and it, like whenever I open up the chart, it's going to be refreshing and whatever. If I go to a lower time frame, it needs to refresh. So just me liking the cleanliness of the chart. It tends to act as support or resistance. Gotcha. Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah. Again, thank you guys for being amazing. Thank you guys for being legends here. Thank you guys for Ahmed. Are you getting ready to long? No, not yet. Ahmed, that MPOC, is from what month? Okay, I cannot answer you now because I don't know. I can just look at it visually. You can tell. Probably it's from this one. I'd guess. So September, or yeah, 100% September. Yeah, because August was behind September, so it has to be September. Yeah, and I think the up and coming question. So let me answer it before you ask it. Oh, I don't have it. Well, my friend, is the difference between the exo chart and the trading view, and also potentially the difference of the chart, because I'm doing it on a different chart, so price could differ. I can make a group. Where do you think it will be the best? I wouldn't prefer you making a group, please, but maybe in the future. Are you taking a short from this level? Absolutely not. But why is an MPOC no longer an MPOC once it gets touched? Because it is no longer naked. It's no longer an untouched, revisited level. So if we were to say that this level was the most traded level for a full day, you can make the most out of it once, but once you touch it already, it's going to be redundant. Could be effective, but would you be really okay with having the POC of every single day of every single week for months? Like, what is this level? Oh, this is the Monday of last month, if you know what I mean. Like, that is why we tend to only prioritize the touch once. Yeah. Thank you, Hamad. Glad to have answered the unspoken question. But again, guys, a quick reminder that maybe we can have a little scalp trade on gold. I'm still bullish on gold, bearish on Bitcoin, bearish on every single tiny little coin for a while now. Sorry, Ahmed, that way we want to make a private group to support. I wouldn't love to. Yeah, because yeah, I mean, it's coming from Renata, so please don't, but no worries. I can gladly respect you being transparent, but please don't be making comments groups with all the respect. If we want to do one, we'll do it officially. We'll have you guys moderators or whatever, but now I wouldn't be okay, I guess. I hope you understand that. Like hopefully that's fine if you know what I mean. But yeah, again, guys, it is 1:11 a.m. so this is very late, I guess, if you know what I mean. So I would want to leave you guys at that. Again, for those that would love to move to professional infrastructure, especially for those that are trading with higher trading capital, so you want to don't miss out on the fees, the correct entries, irrespective of their stop loss, and also the amazing feature of having the isolated, separated, so that we enter both shorts and longs at the same time. Plus, obviously, if you want to prepare yourself for the trading competition, it's going to be live hopefully after 7 days. So if you want to actually move to WEEX and start professionally trading on an exchange, a tailor-made one, then obviously this link is an affiliate link to me, so you'd be supporting me, but also it would give you the highest amount of bonus you can get if you even care about it. And obviously it would make you eligible for signing up and trading with the trading competition that would be hopefully coming soon, I guess 7 days from now. Hopefully I will be talking to the WEEX team. All right, so if you want to move there, then that would be amazing. Again, guys, hopefully you understand it is Thank you, Joao. Thank you, everybody, guys. Thank you, guys, for being amazing and legendary. I would. I'll read the comment hopefully tomorrow, Action Tourist, if you don't mind, just because of the time constraint. Again, guys, I would love for somebody to make up their mind, understand the reason why I'm actually promoting Weeks and how important it is to help you in your profitability journey, for you not to miss out on fees and for you to enter trades, execute them with the same stop loss as I have them. And once you understand all of this, then yes, obviously using this link would allow you to get the bonus, join the trading competitions, every single one that is up and coming. Plus, obviously, it is an affiliate link, so it is a way of supporting me, just to be totally honest. Again, I have nothing to sell you, and be on the lookout for potential new free trading course videos. If you haven't watched them, go back and watch every single one. They're very short, concise, and I guess important for you to understand them. Thank you, guys, for being amazing. Thank you, Action Tourists, for understanding. Hamad, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll hopefully make sure to enjoy it. Again, guys, thank you, guys, for being legends, and also for being quite understanding for whatever kind of randomness we've got this month. But hopefully, once this month ends, we'll be back to normal, doing our regular trading sessions live every single day. Again, I would much rather be present than and consistent rather than be sticking with a schedule with this current randomness of Ramadan. So I'll be hopefully catching you guys very, very soon. Enough of a rant, to be honest. I think I should be enough.